The large transaction report was one of my favorite reports, and it might be called something different now, but this is just people that have made large deposits into their account. If you do this call well, the opportunity for you to make a lot more money in your role skyrockets. But if not done well, it's sort of just leaving a lot of money on the table. And that's why I'm going to be going into exactly what it is that I did that gave me the best chance at getting someone to say yes to meeting with one of my partners, really the financial advisor. So, this is how that call would go each and every time. First thing I would do is I would say, "Hey, I'm trying to reach George." "Hey, George, this is Brian calling from Chase Bank here in Paso Robles. Did I reach you at a bad time?" "No? Okay, perfect. Well, I know you weren't expecting this call, so I'm going to keep it brief. The reason why I'm calling today is for two reasons. The first reason is to thank you for your relationship with us. On behalf of Chase, we know that you can do your banking just about anywhere. So, the fact that you chose to do business with us, I want to just start off by thanking you and to let you know that we appreciate you giving us the opportunity to serve you. The other reason why I'm calling is because of the recent change in your balance relationship with us. Look, I'm not here to try to convince you to meet with our financial advisor or to convince you to come into the branch. What I'd like to do is just have a conversation with you about what this money is earmarked for and to see if there's something that I can do to help. Now, the reason why I would say exactly this is because people, especially if they always have large transactions, are so used to people just trying to convince them to do something like meet with the advisor that they already have their guard up. And what's going to happen is if you address this and you say this, it immediately drop their guard and they're going to be more open to having a conversation with you. So once you say that, then you just ask a question like, so what is this money earmarked for? Like, what's the plan? And they might just tell you that it's only going to be there very briefly, or they might tell you that they're really not sure. And you can then follow up with questions like, well, what ultimately is your goal? Like, what are you looking to accomplish? Like, what are you looking to accomplish financially? And then once you engage them in these sort of conversations, if and only if it makes sense to both you and them, it's at that point that you say, you know what? Why don't you actually do come on in? And it seems like with what you're looking to accomplish, I actually think that I can help. Unfortunately, there's only so much I can do over the phone. But why don't you come in, meet with myself, meet with my partner, and let's have a much deeper conversation. Let's really get a plan, put together for you. Now, once you approach this and you make that recommendation, the people are not going to feel like you're just trying to convince them to do something that you want them to do. They're going to feel like you really understand what their situation is, and they're going to be more open to actually saying yes when you recommend that appointment. So when you're making the large transaction report, make sure that you are being upfront and tell them that you're not looking to convince them to do something, that you just want to have an open conversation and then actually have an open conversation. You'll get a lot more people saying yes to coming in for an appointment. If you have any questions about this particular strategy, feel free to reach out.